Sup peeps, how's it going? Dave here, and I've got a brand new series for you where I'll be giving you tips on how to survive the world of TF2. I'm calling it TF2 Etiquette, so let's jump straight in. Number 1. Setting up on last. As an engineer, it's always best to set up your base on last, no matter what stage the game is in. Some people don't understand this concept and will try to make you set up in a more useful position, nearer where the actual game is being played. It's likely that these comments come from inexperienced players who clearly don't know that the last point is the one that wins the game and therefore is by far the most important. Idiots. Number 2. Call for medic. If you find that you've lost more than 5 health, make sure that you call for medic repeatedly and constantly for the duration of the game until the entire server knows of your pain and a medic has given in to becoming entirely at your mercy. The more you spam the medic button, the more the medic will be able to sympathise with what you've been through and will realise that you are the most important player on the team. Sometimes you can make use of this tip before the round even starts. This lets the medic quickly learn how important you are and how unimportant the rest of the team is.
For the love of God, don't let them cap. What the fuck happened, team? Okay, where's my medic? I need a medic. Okay, medic. Thank you.
Number 3. Voting to Scramble. If your team is demolishing the others within an inch of their life, and the roll is so hard your eyes are bleeding, then never, whatever you do, never vote to Scramble. A game where you are able to make zero effort and still destroy the other team. A game where you could literally walk away from your desk and still thrash them beyond belief. These will always be more satisfying than a challenging game which tests your ability and is well balanced. Nobody wants that. In some servers, it's actually been made illegal to vote yes to a scramble from within a winning team, and I'm hoping more servers start to follow this initiative. Number 4. AFK. If you decide you need to stop playing the game for any reason, make sure you leave your character in spawn and just walk the feck away from your fecking desk to read a fecking book or whatever it is you're fecking doing. Don't bother quitting. Pressing the leave game button can take upwards of 2 to 3 seconds, plus most people will appreciate being left with the excitement of unpredictably uneven teams, and this will make the game way more interesting. Number 5. The rage quit. If you notice at any point during a game that your team may in fact be losing by any measure, the most honourable thing to do at this point is to leave the game immediately and find a more favourable server where your team is already winning. Also, by leaving an already losing team, you weaken them further and provide the 5 remaining players with an enthralling challenge against a 24 strong, more experienced team. Another option is to join the winning team. This assures their victory further, so that you can then bask in the glory of the win that you definitely contributed to. Number 6. Hacking. If you are an amateur hacker, then a TF2 server is a great place to demonstrate your skills. Everyone will be massively impressed with your technical abilities, and there's a fair chance that a CIA scout will pick you up and offer you a job with a significant paycheck. It's a well-known fact that there's no fun in actually playing the game. The enjoyment comes purely from the pixels that form the number next to your name that denotes how many kills you've gotten. So as long as that number is high, you're having a good time. Number 7. A little bit of mild abuse. If your team wins a match, make sure you type easy into chat, even if it was a 2-hour struggle of intense TF2, which came down to the last second. Type easy, because the losing team will enjoy that, and it will show your maturity. Other options that show your good nature and vastly unique humour include get wrecked, rolled, or noob. It's usually a good idea to include some casual racism or homophobic material in here too. Most people haven't heard these phrases on the internet before, and will appreciate you introducing them to them in a hilarious way. Number 8. Trade. Want to do a trade? Join a game mid-flow and spam the crap out of the server. It will provide a refreshing break to their game, and maybe some people will just stop playing altogether to talk to you which will make the game vastly more interesting. If you notice that no one's paying attention to you, it's likely that they just haven't seen your message. So make sure you continue to spam the message board until half the screen is taken up with your pleads for metal. Number 9. Class diversity. Don't go sniper or spy if there are already too many of them. You ideally want to be looking at about 8 or 9 snipers or spies on each team. This is the optimum amount. If there are, say, only 1 or 2 snipers or spies, make sure you choose that class to fill in that gap. Generally speaking, the best way to win a game is to get as many players on one class as possible, preferably support classes. Number 10. Worst team ever. As an experienced player, if you find yourself on the weaker of uneven teams, it's important to make sure that you let everyone on the server know that any loss was entirely down to everyone on the team but yourself, and that you personally are a brilliant player and a god amongst men. Once you have segregated yourself from your team in this way, it's always worth going on to spend a suitable amount of time slagging off the rest of your team in an effort to make sure those less experienced players feel unwelcome and have an unpleasant experience. This way we can gradually reduce the size of the TF2 community. I hope you enjoyed this episode. More episodes to come, so I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.